Hi, I'm Claude.
And I'm Clinton, and we're the Lamest Defenders. It was recently announced that Daredevil is getting an 18-episode season on Disney Plus in the spring of 2024, absolutely dwarfing the screen presence of another Marvel hero.
Who gives a shit?
Hi, Thanos. We're the Lamest Defenders.
I don't even know who you are.
We have a small but dedicated fan base.
Be sure to visit our sponsor at BaskervilleProductions.com. Welcome back. So it was recently announced that Daredevil is having an 18-episode season coming out in a couple of years, which is amazing. Like, one of my critiques of the Netflix show was that it was so many episodes. It was like 13.
Let's add 5 more.
Yeah, so they're like going to do screw it. We're going to do it all then.
Like, I barely watched Moon Knight. That was 6 episodes. So.
But I have a feeling we know how they're going to. I feel like they're going to have a mid-season pause. They're going to hit 9 episodes, mid-season finale, and they're going to take a break and they'll come back and finish it, which that would be the smart way to do it. But because 18 episodes.
That's insane.
I mean, I know we used to do that all the time, not that long ago, so it's not that big of a deal. But that is a lot of content.
It just seems like when you have so many episodes, a lot of those episodes won't matter. And one of my critiques too is with Marvel, especially the Disney Plus stuff, is some of those episodes they rush it, and then for this it's like
won't have that issue.
We're gonna drag it on, and it's just like, okay, whatever. But
well, he Daredevil, in the most recent. Oh yeah, so lots and lots of spoilers coming at you for all this. So it was recently revealed in the She-Hulk trailer. You see Daredevil at the very end of it.
Hey, see his crotch.
Yeah. Claude was like, "Oh, I know that. I gotta
enhance."
I gotta let Clinton know that. But no, so he's at the end of that. So it's okay, and then after that, it's gonna be Echo, which. If Daredevil and Kingpin aren't in that, I don't know what.
I think they already confirmed.
Yeah, I don't know what Disney's thinking. So, and then we've got the 18-episode mega series coming out on Disney
Chunky
Plus.
Boy coming in a hat.
Coming out in 2024, and it's called Born Again. So for anyone who hasn't read the comic, it's great. It's just this 7-issue arc. It actually ended. It was the end of Frank Miller's run. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't read it, because it's definitely worth a read. I highly recommend it. But there are some things that is going to be kind of tough to do. I'm going to kind of dance around some of the plot points for it. But basically, there's a lot of murder, drug use. There's a lot of...
Oh my God, I hope they have drugs. A Disney Plus show.
Yeah, it's almost like a season 1 and season 3 of the Netflix show kind of crammed together. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think that's what they're going to do. Because season 3 of the Netflix show was pretty close to Born Again. It was pretty close.
Well, I think so. There's rumors too with the She-Hulk show that her and Matt Murdock are kind of rival lawyers in that. And then so I think Disney Plus, especially with the Moon Knight stuff, is getting to be a little bit more mature with their content. And then they just added Deadpool, Logan, and Deadpool 2 to Disney Plus. And then supposedly the big rumor is that I'm really excited that She-Hulk and Daredevil, or Matt Murdock, shebang.
Shebang.
Just list them up like a rag doll. So I don't know. Maybe Disney Plus. She better stay green. Yeah. I think that's Disney Plus is getting into that more mature, I wouldn't say HBO, nowhere near that, but at least a little bit, more stuff that I'm more interested in instead of, lollipop Disneyland crap,
Yeah, and apart from a few scenes in the Netflix Daredevil show, it really wasn't that bad.
No, it's just bloody.
Yeah, and that's just it. So there can definitely be a pretty hard PG-13. That's definitely possible. But basically the story starts with Karen Page. She leaves Matt to become an actress. Well, that fails miserably, and she becomes a porn actress. And then she becomes addicted to heroin, and then she sells Matt Murdock's name to a Mexican drug dealer.
Okay.
Just because she needs a fix. She's like, oh, I got the perfect thing. It'll give me a nice score for this, basically. And so that drug dealer works for Kingpin, and it goes up the line, basically. And that's how Kingpin finds out. I don't see them doing that on Disney Plus.
They should reverse it and make it Foggy that turns into a porn actor.
That'd be fine. But yeah, so And that's actually like that's the first 2 pages of Born Again. Like they set it up pretty quickly. Like it goes really quick. So, there's some interesting Marvel characters show up that aren't even around anymore in the MCU. That is just like, well, that's not going to happen.
Right.
So, but yeah, it gets wild by the end of it. So I don't know how they're going to do that. But I don't know how they're going to wrap it up. Because Frank Miller was just kind of like, all right, F this. And he just like blows it all up at the end. But so I think what they're going to do is they're going to do like A Man Without Fear, where you meet with Stick and all that stuff. And then they're going to do Born Again. Because it kind of they kind of do blend pretty well together. They're going to have like basically a flashback. I don't know how they're going to incorporate Karen Page.
Yeah.
Deborah Ann something.
Wall.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if she's coming back. I wouldn't doubt she will.
I'm sure. Yeah, there is some tweets that she made.
Sure.
Yeah, and some other Daredevil actors.
She hasn't been that busy. She's been busy playing board games
D&D,
on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, like,
True Blood's over.
Yeah.
So.
But like, I think the actor has already Foggy has already come back. So like, they're building back the cast, and obviously Charlie Cox and D'Onofrio are back. But
So who's the main antagonist in this entire storyline? Is it Kingpin?
Technically Kingpin, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's Matt Murdock. Matt Murdock goes crazy. Like he starts to go crazy. One of my favorite scenes in the comic is when he's like, everything has fallen off the cliff for him, and then he's talking to Foggy on the phone, and he's like, no, if I go see Kingpin right now, I'm gonna kill him. Like, this can't work. This isn't gonna work. And he's like, well, okay, thanks, Foggy. I appreciate the help. Appreciate the assistance. And like, yeah, all right, I'll go see Kingpin. And then he drops the phone, and it says, at the time, at the time, it will be 4/11 or something like that. Like, he wasn't even talking to him. He just lost his mind. So I think Charlie Cox can pull that off.
Oh, yeah.
Because, that's just it. Like, much like the season 3 of Daredevil on Netflix, there's a time where Matt Murdock is fighting a guy in a Daredevil costume in Born Again, and that happens in Born Again. So, like, who's that going to be? Because it's just some junkie and some crazy person. Some crazy person.
Well, I hope it's back, because I love that.
Yeah, like they could do the story arc. They could introduce Elektra with this. Like, there's a lot they can do with it.
Elektra is Daredevil.
I think no. So I think the Born Again 2 could also be like a red herring, and it's just like Homecoming, like Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, oh, Daredevil is born again. He's on the MCU now, so it's just like, or in the MCU. It's just like, okay, that's cool. I mean, the way they ended the Hawkeye show though, with Kingpin being blinded. Or I'm sorry, Kingpin being shot in the head. Again, it's big spoilers, so sorry. But
deal with it.
Like, he's going to be blind in Echo. He's going to be blind probably in the Daredevil show. That can also lead to my personal favorite Daredevil run, which is by Brian Michael Bendis, where he is outed. His identity is out.
Yeah.
It's out there right now, and he has to salvage that. So they could combine
Kingpin's identity?
No, Daredevil. Like, it is out in the Daily Bugle. Bugle, like this awesome cover with like blind attorney is Daredevil, and it's like Daredevil's drawn on him.
Maybe it'd be like really if they probably won't tie it into Spider-Man, but at least you can have, like, if they do, the Daily Bugle be J. Jonah Jameson's like, YouTube channel.
My gosh! So that's another. Yeah, J. Jonah is in Born Again. Ben Urich, he's a huge part of Born Again, and that's the other thing too. Like, that's what I honestly hated about the Netflix show.
They killed him off.
They killed him off.
Yeah, and he was awesome. He was probably, it was Matt Murdock and Ben Urich.
Yeah, he was that actor was awesome. He did a great job, and it's just like, bring him back too. Like,
played a good journalist. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that I don't even want them to address like a multiverse or anything like that. Like, the Netflix show is there. Create something new. Bring the cast back, and don't kill off Ben Urich this time.
Yeah.
Like, that was infuriating.
I feel like, because it's 18 episodes, and Disney is going to cram in some more MCU characters in it, so you will have other characters. I'm just hoping they stick with the street level characters and not go too crazy.
Sure.
Like, we don't need Rocket Raccoon running around eating garbage.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I would lose my mind. That would be the dumbest thing. Honestly, who'd be perfect for this is actually Spider-Man.
Yeah.
For him to make a cameo in an episode or two would be awesome. And it's, again, like we've talked about before, Kingpin started off as a Spider-Man villain.
Yep.
But it's just like that would be great to maybe like end the show with that.
I know.
Really fun.
When we did the No Way Home review, in the past, Sony really, really wanted Daredevil in the Spider-Man movies, and it was kind of in. I guess they were juggling Disney still with the rights of Daredevil, so they couldn't just hand it to him. But now there's an opportunity. Spider-Man and Daredevil could meet in the future. It's probably going to be in the next Spider-Man movie. Sure. Probably not in this series.
Yeah. He's way too big to do that.
But their interaction in the comics is, pardon the pun, but amazing. Like those two, it's dynamic. It's like the lamest offenders. Yeah. 700 subs, by the way. We don't do it for the views, but it's awesome. Like because Spider-Man, like Daredevil's a little bit older, and then they work together, even though primarily they do better by themselves. And Daredevil sometimes is kind of forced to work with people. Yeah,
Daredevil's smarter. He's more handsome. He's funnier.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm starting this channel. I'm sorry.
Must not be the Andrew Garfield version, I guess. That little root Tom Holland.
But they have a great dynamic. That would be an awesome thing to see. But I have high hopes for the show because I first thought it was just 6 episodes, and I found out just the other night because I was like, "There's no way they're going to cram Born Again into 6 episodes. Like that's insane." And then I found out like it's 18. I'm like, it's 18?
That's way too much.
What aren't they going to put in this show? So yeah, like it's going to be. I feel 9 episodes, big mid-season cliffhanger, and then they'll probably take a month or 2 off, and then bring it back.
I hope so.
And then start from there. Yeah. So that's just kind of like that. Those are our thoughts on what Daredevil Born Again could be. I hope it's awesome because it has a possibility to be a phenomenal Disney Plus show. Like, please don't screw it up. Please don't screw it up. Like,
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Oh, don't even. We don't talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier here. So.
Well, I'm sure you'll hear back from us when we review Daredevil.
We're not doing 18 episodes for that. There's no way.
Yeah, maybe we'll split it up.
Yeah, we'll do like a 9 and 9 or something like that.
Anyway, that's our preview for Daredevil. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you guys have any thoughts, just give it below in the comments, and we probably won't read them.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks so much.
Bye.